Sifat Guru Maharaj Ki. Terima kasih kepada Hari from Sankara Arts and Culture House.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Swarupa Damodar Swami Namini. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Gauchandra Swami Namini. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavati Pasjata Deshatarani Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Paditanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauravata Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jadi hamba menyampaikan sembah sujud yang sedalam-dalamnya pada Srila Bhakti Swarupa Damodar Swami Maharaj. Jadi beliau adalah sosok teladan bagaimana seorang Vaishnava yang agung. Jadi I would like to offer my most humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of His Holiness Srila Bhakti Swarupa Damodar Swami Maharaj. Such an exalted, exemplary Vaishnava. Jadi kita bisa belajar dari sifat-sifat beliau, dan pada kesempatan ini saya ingin meneladani bagaimana kerendahan hati beliau. So we should learn from his example of such an exalted Vaishnava, and in this occasion I would like to highlight how he is so humble. So jadi kita tahu bagaimana beliau adalah seorang ilmuwan, ya. Tapi biasanya ketika kita mendengar tentang ilmuwan, biasanya ada suatu stereotipe yang terbayang di dalam pikiran kita, bagaimana ilmuwan itu sebagian menunjukkan dirinya itu serba tahu atau paling tahulah di bidangnya dia. Jadi yang terpancar tak jarang yang terpancar saat kita mendengar kata ilmuwan itu adalah seorang yang cukup bangga dengan pengetahuan yang dimiliki. So usually from stereotypes we think that when we hear about a scientist, we see someone that thinks that he knows so much about the field of knowledge that he is studying, and sometimes we see that a scientist shows himself as a bit proud of his achievements. Tetapi ketika pertama kali saya bertemu dengan Maharaj, itu masih kecil, saya masih mungkin SMA, ya, apa itu bisa disebut kecil, mungkin kelas 3 SMP atau kelas 1 SMA. Dan beliau diperkenalkan saat itu oleh Prabhu Titikshu sebagai, ini beliau adalah saintisnya ISKCON, seperti itu. So the first time I met with Maharaj is when I was maybe third year of junior high school, or maybe first year of senior high school. I don't really remember exactly. At that time, Maharaj was introduced by Titikshu Prabhu as he is ISKCON's scientist. Tetapi kemudian yang beliau tunjukkan itu bagaimana beliau begitu rendah hati, dan beliau langsung mengajak kita untuk bagaimana kita kirtan, bagaimana beliau begitu dekat dengan semua penyembah, seperti itu. But at the time, what I see as a child is that he's so humble and tolerant, and he pushed us to do kirtan, and how he's very nice to all the devotees. Tetapi kita lihat bagaimana beliau menyampaikan kepada Srila Prabhupada bagaimana beliau ingin untuk mengajarkan di kalangan para ilmuwan. Jadi beliau dengan bekal yang beliau miliki sebagai seorang ilmuwan, kedudukan yang mengiringi sebagai seorang ilmuwan, sehingga lebih mudah untuk berkomunikasi dengan ilmuwan yang lain. Beliau menyampaikan kepada Srila Prabhupada keinginan beliau untuk pelayanan ini, mengajarkan di kalangan para ilmuwan. Dan Srila Prabhupada saat itu amat sangat berbahagia mendengar apa yang beliau sampaikan, dan Srila Prabhupada memberikan restu beliau sepenuhnya, bahkan menginginkan agar program beliau ini didukung penuh. So Maharaj, through his position as a scientist, where it is easier to communicate with fellow scientists, he proposed to Srila Prabhupada how ISKCON could preach to the scientific community, and Srila Prabhupada, hearing about this, was very happy, and he wanted everyone to fully support the proposal from Maharaj. Jadi pada saat itulah kemudian berdiri Bhaktivedanta Institute. Saya baca berdiri tahun 1974. So thus we know how Bhaktivedanta Institute was founded in 1974. Dari sini kemudian kita melihat, walaupun beliau begitu rendah hati, tetapi seorang penyembah agung seperti beliau akan melakukan yang sebaik-baiknya untuk bisa memberikan yang sebaik-baiknya. Beliau melakukan ini dengan motivasi.
Terima kasih.
Dengan motivasi bagaimana ini sebagai persembahan kepada Guru dan Krishna. So from Maharaj we can see that as an exalted devotee, how he did his best in his service. He did everything in his best ability as service to Guru and Krishna, to Srila Prabhupada and Sri Krishna. Jadi dari sini, bagi saya pribadi, apapun posisi kita, tugas kita, kewajiban kita sebagai penyembah, tidak hanya pada saat dalam pelayanan temple atau dalam yang nampaknya bagi kita adalah aspek rohani, tetapi dalam hal apapun, dalam profesi kita, dalam pekerjaan kita, kita tunjukkan yang terbaik. Dan ini menjadi salah satu cara juga bagi kita untuk mengajarkan. Dari sini orang melihat bahwa kesadaran Krishna itu menjadikan kita sebagai manusia yang first class. Jadi, so from here, what I take is that as devotees we should strive to do our best in every aspect of our life, be it in our spiritual aspect and also in our professional or our occupation, and by showing that we are doing our best and we give our best. This is, to me, this is also one way of preaching, that people would see that Krishna consciousness makes people into the first class person. Mungkin itu saja yang bisa saya sampaikan, yang saya inspirasi yang saya dapatkan dari teladan Srila Sripad Maharaj. Saya mohon maaf atas segala keterbatasan. That is what I can take as inspiration from Maharaj for this occasion. I would ask for any forgiveness for any shortcomings. Waca kalpatra vyasya, pripasna viraca, paditanam panadya, vishnaya namo namo. His Holiness Bhakti Swarup Damodar Swami Sripad Maharaj ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Terima kasih atas kesempatan yang diberikan. Om Janam Tingrandasya Danan Jaya Salakaya Caksuru Mehtam Dena Tasmai Si Guru Namo Namo Wisnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Gurguina Swamamiti Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Putali Sumati Bhakti Swarup Damodar Swamati Namine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Putali Sumati Bhakti Vedanta Swamati Namine. Namaste Saraswati Dewi Gauravani Pracarine Nirvishesa Sunyavati Pracacaya Sakarine. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Adwaita Gadadara Surasari Sri Gora Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Pertama-tama tentu saya mengucapkan kepada Sri Pat Maharaj selamat Mahavyasa Puja. Dan kami adalah di Bali orang-orang yang sangat beruntung ya, bahwa kami berada di dalam Vyasa Puja, seorang penyembah agung daripada Sri Krishna. Saya sudah banyak sekali disampaikan tadi tentang autobiografi beliau. Ya mungkin saya to the point saja. Ya, jadi ini adalah Vyasa Puja sejak Mandiri ini berdiri. Vyasa Puja terheboh ya. Saya translate dulu, ladies and gentlemen.
So since this Grand Mandir has been established, this is the most wonderful Vyasa Puja ever held.
Dan itu adalah layak untuk seorang penyembah agung seperti beliau.
And it is very worth for the most glorious, most wonderful devotees as Maharaj.
Kami beruntung ada di tempat ini di dalam Vyasa Puja beliau.
And we are very fortunate to be here in his Vyasa Puja day.
Dan itu adalah sesuatu yang sangat layak untuk beliau.
And it is very worthy of offering we offer to him.
Karena Srila Sripad Maharaj Bhakti Swarup Damodar adalah termasuk salah satu eksekutor daripada tempat ini.
Because Srila Bhakti Swarup Damodar Swami Maharaj is one of the main executor of this temple.
Memang awalnya saya diberikan perintah oleh Srila Gur Govinda Swami untuk membeli sebidang tanah dan membangun temple.
Even in first time, the order was given by Holiness Gur Govinda Swami Maharaj to buy a land and build a temple.
Setelah kami ditinggalkan oleh guru kami, Srila Gur Govinda Swami Maharaj, kami sungguh-sungguh merasa kehilangan dan Krishna mengirimkan beliau untuk membimbing kami lebih lanjut.
But after being left by our Guru Maharaj, Holiness Gur Govinda Swami Maharaj, we feel very lost and we lost our hope. But Sri Krishna, He sent his another dear devotee, Srila Sripad Maharaj, to us.
Sejak beliau Srila Gur Govinda Swami memberikan suatu perintah, sebenarnya kami sudah berkeliling ke banyak tempat untuk mendapatkan sebidang tanah untuk membangun mandir sesuai dengan perintah Srila Gur Govinda Swami Maharaj.
Even after Srila Gur Govinda Maharaj have given us the order to buy a land and then build a temple, we have gone through so many places to look for the land.
Untuk cukup lama kita mendapatkan tanah, kemudian saya dan Prabu Brajendra datang ke India, dan juga pada saat itu juga kami diajak oleh Srila Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj datang pada saat peresmian Gopalju Temple di Gadigiri.
And then after took a long time, we finally bought a land, and then after that we Nrsimha Prabhu and also Brajendra Prabhu went to India along with Srila Bhakti Swarup Damodar Swami Maharaj to visit the grand opening of Sri Radha Gopalju Mandir in Gadigiri.
Dan pada saat itulah saya berdoa sedikit kusuk supaya kami segera mendapatkan sebidang tanah sesuai dengan keinginan beliau.
So at that time, no land was bought yet, and at that time in Gadigiri temple, Nrsimha Prabhu prayed little deep, little hardly, so that we can buy a land to build a temple.
Datang dari India. Kami datang dari India lah kami mendapatkan tempat ini setelah kami berdoa spesial kepada Srila Gurudev.
And after returning from India, and after we offer our prayer, special prayer to Srila Gurudev, then we finally got this land and bought this land.
Kenapa kami berminat juga membeli tanah ini? Pada saat itu kami melihat beberapa sapi ada di sini.
Why we are interested at that time to buy this place, especially this land? Because at that time, when we first came here, we saw some cows already here.
Saya berpikir cocok, saya memberikan DP untuk tanah ini.
I think this is fit, this is the perfect choice, and then I give some down payment first.
Pada saat itulah Guru Maharaj Sripat datang ke Bali.
And at that time, after that, after we put some down payment, we bought this land. At that time, Srila Sripat Maharaj came to Bali.
Itulah Sripat Maharaj saya ajak ke tempat ini.
And then we brought Srila Sripat Maharaj to this very land.
Kami mendapatkan saya bertanya apakah cocok tempat ini.
And I asked Maharaj about how is his view about this place. Is this place suits? Is this place fit?
Dan beliau mengatakan tempat ini cocok untuk Sri Krishna.
And Maharaj said then, yes, this place fits and this place suits for Sri Krishna.
Bahkan Sripat Maharaj pada saat itu mengatakan bahwa Sri Krishna sudah berstana secara kekal di tempat ini.
And even at that time, Sripat Maharaj said that Sri Krishna already resides here permanently, eternally.
Jadi kalau tidak salah ingat persis pembicaraan itu antara saya dengan Maharaj dan pemilik tanah ada di tempat ini.
So if I'm not mistaken, that conversation that is going on is exactly at this spot with me, Sripat Maharaj, and the landowner of that time.
Kami tambah bersemangat, kemudian sudah paslah tanah ini, kemudian kami eksekusi. Kami beli karena Sripat Maharaj sudah cocok dengan tempat ini dan pada saat itu pun beliau mengatakan bahwa akan ada mandir besar di tempat ini.
So after Sripat Maharaj gave his approval, we started to execute. We fully paid this land and we fully acquired this land. And Sripat Maharaj also said at that time that he already saw a vision that there will be a grand mandir here, a big temple here.
Para Maharaj dan para penyembah sudah melihat wujud fisik daripada apa yang diinginkan oleh Sripat.
And currently now, all the Maharajas, all the devotees can personally, physically see what Maharaj had seen before.
Dan di dalam pembangunan ini kami secara spesial memang diberikan motivasi oleh beliau, salah satu murid senior daripada Sripat, Atmani Widana Maharaj.
And on the occasion of the construction of this temple, this building here, we have specifically instructed and guided by one of the senior disciple of Srila Sripat Maharaj, Srila Atmani Widana Maharaj.
Banyak Maharaj memberikan kami semangat. Tentu kita tidak melupakan juga semangat yang lain yang diberikan oleh para senior devotee, para Maharaj yang datang ke tempat ini.
And also there are other Maharaj also who have supported us, given us guidance and direction, and also some senior devotees who have encouraged us to construct this temple.
Kemudian pada saat tanah, saya kembali ke belakangnya, tanah sudah didapatkan, kami kompromi dibimbing oleh salah satu senior kami yang sudah jadi guru, beliau Prabu Sundarananda, tentu peran daripada Prabu Grajendra, ya, yang juga setelah kami rapat, kami membangun tempel sederhana. Rencananya sederhana karena pada saat itu memang keuangan tidak terpikirkan.
And so we going back again to the day after we bought this land. We also consulted with senior devotees such as Sundarananda Prabhu, Rajendra, Nandana Prabhu, and all the devotees. And at that time decided that we will build a simple temple first, a humble temple in the beginning, because we don't have sufficient funds at that time.
Krishna mempunyai rencana lain.
But Sri Krishna had different plan.
Ternyata tempat inilah yang terwujud.
And in reality, this place is manifested, this big temple manifested.
Dan Maharaj Sripat juga pada saat itu berpesan pada saat beliau sini segera bangun manir.
And at that time, some previous years, at that time, Sripad Maharaj also give instruction and message to us that please start immediately construct this temple here.
Pada saat awal mulai pembangunan saya hampir setiap hari pagi dan sore melihat proyek ini.
And at early time when the construction begins, every day in the morning until evening, I'm coming here. I came here to see the progress of the
Sehingga
temple.
Dalam jangka waktu lebih dari 4 bulan temple ini sudah jadi.
So in the time of 4 months, finally we have built the small temple that we have now.
Dan temple ini diberikan nama Sisi Radhara Siswar oleh Sripat Chaitanya Chandra.
And the temple then later given the name Sri Radha Raseswar Temple by Sripad Chaitanya Chandra Das.
Dan tempat ini menjadi salah satu daripada kebanggaan Sila Sripad Maharaj.
And this temple then later become one of the dear temples of Srila Sripad Maharaj.
Ya, jadi saya tak cukup punya kata-kata dan kemampuan untuk memuji kebesaran daripada Sila Sripat. Ya, saya penyembah yang tak perhati dan sangat remeh. Ya, dan saya ada keinginan saya secara pribadi setelah beliau Atmani Vedana Maharaj ngiring Sripat beberapa tahun yang lalu di sini.
So I will not glorify more Sripad Maharaj because my lowly self quality. But sometimes after Srila Atmani Vedana Maharaj brought the Sripad Maharaj DT here, we have a desire.
Besok beliau datang malam, besok paginya saya langsung darsan sama beliau.
So Maharaj came at evening, and the next morning I came personally to have darshan with Maharaj.
Jika ada Sripat, ya kita puja di tempat ini. Saya minta tolong pada beliau supaya Sila Guru Govinda Swami juga murti beliau ada di tempat ini.
So I asked personally Maharaj. So along with Sripad, please also bring Srila Guru Govinda Swami Maharaj personally here.
Beliau spontan menjawab, kita akan bikin twin untuk Sila Gurudev dan Sila Sripad.
And spontaneously Atmani Vedana Maharaj told, yes, we will create a twin temple with Srila Sripad Maharaj and Srila Guru Govinda Maharaj.
Segera saya akan bawa Sila Guru Govinda Swami ke tempat ini.
And soon I will bring Guru Govinda Swami Maharaj to this place.
Dan para penyembah bisa melihat wujud daripada apa yang beliau sampaikan.
And all the devotees can see personally the form and the physical form of what Maharaj planned, and we can see it directly now.
Sila Sripad dan Sila Guru Govinda Swami secara real saya anggap secara fisik beliau sudah ada mengawasi, memberikan tuntunan kepada kita di tempat ini.
And for myself, for my realization, Srila Sripad Maharaj and Srila Guru Govinda Swami, they are both actually physically, directly present here to watch us, to guide us and give us some instruction and also mercy.
Waktunya 5 menit, tapi saya ambil sedikit lagi.
I will add some more even though time is limited.
Jika kita berpikir itu adalah satu hanya patung, kita berada dalam suatu kesalahan. Saya pernah pada saat mandir ini dibuat, ada tukang itu dari luar Bali, ya. Pada suatu siang istirahat, tukang itu merokok.
So, I have a story that if we saw these deities of Srila Sripad Maharaj and Srila Guru Govinda Maharaj as a mere statue, then we are really in an illusion, and it's it's offense. And we have a story that once when this construction happened, we have a construction worker which is from outside of Bali, and in the resting time, in the break time, he is smoking in our temple area.
Dan orang itu langsung ditegur oleh orang tua pakai saprol.
And at that time, that person who is smoking was directly being told and scolded like by a person wearing a saffron cloth, which is kind of old.
Kemudian orang disuruh oleh Gurudev untuk menghentikan merokok.
And at that time, that person, that old man wearing a saffron shirt, told that person to stop smoking.
Beberapa saat dia berjalan keluar,
And then,
dia melihat murtinya Gurudev dan dia bertanya, oh tadi saya melihat orang ini bangun menegur saya, beliau sudah datang ternyata gitu.
and then that construction worker walking to, walking out, and then saw the murti of Srila Gurudev, and he said, oh, this person who told me to stop smoking, and now he has come here and have a seat there.
Nah, jadi
That's the person.
Sila Sripad luar biasa.
That's how amazing Srila Sripad.
Pada saat Vyasa Puja, Sila Sripad sudah memberikan kita 3 miliar.
On Vyasa Puja Day, Srila Sripad Maharaj had already given us 3 billion Indonesian rupiah.
Ya, saya pikir lewat murid-murid beliau dan beberapa penyembah yang terketuk hatinya atas semangat yang diberikan oleh Maharaj Atma. Jadi berkenan secara spontanitas untuk memberikan donasinya.
So that donation was given spontaneously by the incitement triggered by His Holiness Atmaniyodhana Maharaj, and at that time, so that donation I've collected.
Dalam kesempatan yang sangat baik ini, ya beliau menginginkan satu mandir besar di tempat ini. Ya saya meminta kepada panitia pembangunan segera berkumpul untuk mengeksekusi pembangunan ini sampai pembangunan ini selesai.
Because it is the desire of Srila Sripad Maharaj to construct this grand mandir here. So after this, I humbly request the construction committee to start having a meeting and to start immediately to continue this project.
Memulai dari 3 miliar itu.
Start by this 3 billion Indonesian rupiah.
Terima kasih yang sudah donation.
Thank you very much for all the donors.
Ya, yang belum menyumbang jangan diminta-minta, segera transfer ke rekening panitia, tidak ke rekening pribadi.
So to the other devotees who have not yet giving donation, so without asking, please kindly directly transfer the fund to the committee account.
Baik, terima kasih.
Thank you very much.
Panitia, maaf saya mungkin sambil lebih waktu pada Sila Sripad. Terima kasih atas bimbingannya. Ya, saya termasuk orang yang malang tapi beruntung ya karena saya adalah murid kepada Sila Gurudev, tapi saya dibimbing juga oleh beliau karena Mataji Swaha adalah salah satu murid kesayangan beliau di Bali. Ya itulah keberuntungan saya, meskipun saya tidak bisa membawa keberuntungan itu. Terima kasih, Hari Krishna. Jai Sripad Maharaj Ki.
Possible to glorify Srila Sripad in 5 minutes. Even Ananta Seshva cannot glorify the Lord with 1,000 tongues. So it is not possible.
Jadi tidaklah mungkin mengagungkan Srila Sripad Maharaj dalam hanya 5 menit, bahkan Ananta Sesa sekalipun tidak bisa mengagungkan Tuhan hanya dengan 1000 mulutnya, itu tidak cukup.
I will try to be short and direct. Tumita Dayora Sindhu.
Tumita Dayora Sindhu.
Srila Sripad is the ocean of mercy. This is the nature of the Vaishnava.
Srila Sripad adalah karunia dari lautan daripada karunia, dan ini adalah sifat alami seorang Vaishnava.
Srila Sripad is very much here, as the Sri Chaitanya Prabhu said. He's here in his murti form, and he is real.
Dan Srila Sripad beliau hadir di sini secara langsung, seperti hal yang dikatakan oleh Sri Chaitanya Prabhu tadi. Beliau hadir dalam bentuk murti beliau.
Srila Ramanujacharya once said that to glorify and serve Vishnu, the Lord, is like drinking milk.
Srila Ramanujacharya pernah mengatakan bagaimana jika seseorang mengagungkan Tuhan, itu adalah diumpamakan sebagai meminum susu.
It is very sweet by nature.
Secara alaminya rasanya akan manis.
But when one glorifies the Vaishnava, the Guru, Sri Guru, it is like putting little sugar in the milk. It becomes more sweet.
Tetapi jika seorang mengagungkan seorang Vaishnava, mengagungkan Sri Guru, itu diumpamakan sebagai menaruh 1 sendok gula ke dalam susu, sehingga rasanya akan menjadi tambah manis.
So all the senior Vaishnavas, sannyasis, Maharajas, Guru Bhais, and Prabhupada have glorified Srila Sripad beautifully.
Dan semua para sannyasi, para penyembah senior, para guru baik juga dari Srila Sripad Maharaj telah mengagungkan beliau hari ini.
Anuttama Prabhu stated that he saw that Srila Sripad was a Dhira because he wasn't affected by watching the ladies dance.
Anuttama Prabhu tadi telah menyampaikan bagaimana Srila Sripad Maharaj, beliau adalah seorang yang dhira, yang tidak terganggu bahkan ketika beliau menyaksikan para gadis-gadis itu berlatih menari tarian Manipuri.
And we know that because Srila Sripad is a Sakhi Manjari, so why would he be disturbed?
Karena kita akhirnya harus tahu juga bahwa bagaimana mungkin beliau menjadi terganggu karena beliau adalah Sakhi Manjari.
His Holiness Atmanivedana Swami told us, emphasized to us that everything Srila Sripad does and is doing is simply his offering to Srila Prabhupada.
Dan juga bagaimana His Atmanivedana Swami tadi menyampaikan bagaimana apapun, kegiatan apapun yang dilakukan oleh Srila Sripad Maharaj itu hanyalah semata persembahan beliau yang beliau lakukan untuk kepuasan Srila Prabhupada.
So it's very simple for us. We just have to assist him in doing that.
Dan sangatlah sederhana harusnya bagi kita, yaitu kita hendaknya membantu beliau, menjadi asisten, menjadi pelayan, membantu beliau dalam melayani pelayanan beliau.
For example, the Chal Maharaj stated that somehow Sripad was able to cool everyone down.
Seperti halnya juga Nilacala Maharaj tadi menyampaikan bagaimana Srila Sripad Maharaj bisa menenangkan keadaan yang kacau yang pernah terjadi di Bhubaneswar.
He was able to unite everyone.
Sripad Maharaj bisa menyatukan semua orang.
So Srila Sripad is required here to unite all the devotees who sometimes might be fighting a little bit in Bali.
Srila Sripad Maharaj beliau dibutuhkan di sini untuk menyatukan semua penyembah di sini di Bali yang kadang-kadang mungkin sering bertengkar juga satu sama lain.
In the Balinese culture, you have a saint, right? He came and he made everyone who was worshiping Krishna, Brahma, Shiva, he made them unite.
Dalam juga kita di Bali ada sejarah bagaimana ada sosok yang menyatukan pada saat dulu pemujaannya masih terpisah antara Brahma, Vishnu dan Siwa yang akhirnya dijadikan satu oleh salah satu sosok kita di sini.
He was obviously a very powerful saint.
Beliau itu juga adalah orang yang kuat, orang suci yang suci.
So we have a very powerful saint who brought Rath Yatra to Bali. Even though it's been stopped, we can restart.
Kita juga telah kehadiran sosok orang suci yang kuat juga yang telah membawa Ratha Yatra ke Bali yang meskipun saat ini masih terjeda seperti itu bisa diulang kembali nanti, bisa dilaksanakan kembali nanti.
So we have to do that by uniting and not fighting amongst each other.
Dan itu akan bisa dilakukan hanya dengan cara kita bersatu dengan satu sama lain, bukanlah bertengkar satu sama lain.
So Srila Sripad's style was to make friends, whether it was interfaith, people of different faiths, whether it was scientists, whether it was world leaders, he would make friends, and these friendships, it would take many years to build.
Dan gaya atau cara dari Srila Sripad Maharaj adalah bagaimana beliau sering menggunakan cara membuat pertemanan, baik itu dengan kelompok antaragama, dengan kelompok orang lain, kemudian kelompok para pemimpin-pemimpin dunia, yang mana itu membutuhkan waktu untuk bisa terjalin persahabatan seperti itu.
So, I was told that when Gajapati Maharaj from Puri came here with his Rajguru, that he said he was willing to receive Hindu Parishad people into Puri and bring Balinese Ramayana for the pleasure of Jagannath at Jagannath Rath Yatra.
Dan saya juga pernah diberitahu bagaimana ketika Gajapati Maharaj datang ke Bali pada saat itu dengan Rajgurunya, Dan pada saat itu sempat terjadi sebuah kesepakatan di mana beliau akan menerima kelompok dari Parisada Hindu kita di Indonesia di Bali untuk bisa diterima masuk ke Puri, dan juga membawa Ramayana kita bisa masuk ke Puri dan dipersembahkan secara langsung untuk kepuasan Sri Jagannath.
So we know that Gajapati Maharaj, he is the representative on earth of Lord Jagannath.
Dan kita tahu bagaimana Gajapati Maharaj, beliau adalah representatif di bumi ini dari Sri Jagannath.
So what would be better than receiving the leaders in Parishad, Balinese Parishad, Indonesian Parishad, to Jagannath Puri to witness Jagannath Rath Yatra.
Dan apa yang lebih baik selain bagaimana menerima orang dari Parisada di Bali, Parisada di Indonesia untuk bisa hadir ke Puri dan menyaksikan Jagannath Rath Yatra secara langsung.
So it simply is going to take the devotees from Orissa to speak to Gajapati Maharaj and a little Lakshmi to pay for the flights.
Dan itu yang dibutuhkan adalah para penyembah dari Orissa agar bisa menyampaikannya kepada Gajapati Maharaj, dan juga akan dibutuhkan Lakshmi atau uang untuk bisa menerbangkan Parisada kita ke India, Puri.
So we can try to rebuild the bridge. The bridge is a friendship that Srila Sripad was doing physically here.
Jadi kita bisa mencoba membangun kembali jembatan yang telah menghubungkan kita selama ini, yang telah dibangun oleh Srila Sripad Maharaj, yang telah beliau bangun saat beliau hadir secara fisik di sini.
So if the devotees here can arrange a Balinese Ramayantru and speak to the leaders, and the devotees in Orissa can speak to Gajapati Maharaj, then we can raise all the Lakshmi. The Lakshmi is not a problem.
Jadi kalau penyembah di Bali itu bisa membuat kelompok tari Ramayana seperti itu, menyiapkannya, kemudian berbicara dengan Parisada kita. Para penyembah di Orissa juga berbicara dengan Gajapati Maharaj. Jadi hubungan itu bisa dibangun kembali, dan masalah Lakshmi itu sebenarnya bukan masalah yang besar, akan bisa didapatkan nanti.
So Srila Sripad is very much here. This is a special day. Devotees can pray whether you are Sripad disciple or not. We know Sripad has appeared in many devotees' dreams, whether they are Sripad disciple or not.
Jadi Srila Sripad Maharaj beliau hadir secara langsung di sini. Hari ini adalah hari berbahagia, hari spesial beliau. Jadi para penyembah bisa berdoa kepada beliau, baik itu murid beliau langsung ataupun tidak, ataupun bukan murid beliau. Karena beberapa penyembah juga pernah didatangi oleh Sripad Maharaj dalam mimpinya.
We know the same with Srila Gorgovind Maharaj, that he's also appeared in many devotees' hearts and guided them to Srila Sripad.
Dan kita juga tahu bagaimana Srila Gorgovinda Maharaj juga melakukan hal yang sama. Beliau muncul di mimpi beberapa penyembah, muncul di hati beberapa penyembah, dan mengarahkan mereka, membimbing mereka menuju Srila Sripad Maharaj.
So they are here. All we need to do is pray, be sincere. If we are sincere, not looking for any profit, adoration, or distinction, then the prayers will be answered.
Dan beliau hadir di sini secara langsung. Segala yang bisa kita lakukan hanyalah berdoa kepada beliau. Berdoalah dengan tulus tanpa mengharapkan keuntungan, nama baik dan lain sebagainya. Doalah dengan tulus, dan jika doa kita benar-benar tulus, maka kita akan bisa mendapat hasilnya dan karunia dari beliau.
In Bali, every day, everyone makes offerings to the asuras and the devas. Everyone does it.
Di Bali setiap hari orang-orang melakukan persembahan kepada para asura, para dewa, kepada semuanya setiap hari.
But still some bad is coming in everyone's life.
Tapi tetap hal-hal buruk datang ke dalam kehidupan orang-orang.
But we know that the Vaishnava, Mahabhagavats, they are the embodiment of all the demigods.
Tapi kita ketahui para Vaishnava, seorang Mahabhagavata itu beliau adalah perwujudan dari semua para dewa.
You have a direct channel to the demigods right here.
Dan kita semua memiliki koneksi langsung, channel langsung dengan semua para dewa di sini langsung sekarang.
And prayers to Srila Sripad, to Srila Gorgovinda Maharaj never turn out bad.
Dan doa yang dipanjatkan ke hadapan Srila Sripad Maharaj, ke hadapan Srila Gorgovinda Maharaj tidak pernah menghasilkan hasil yang buruk.
So everyone please try to work together, no fighting, lots of prayer, lots of sincere prayer, they will be answered. We can fix all the problems that are happening in Bali for the yatra. Everyone works together.
Jadi semua orang, marilah kita bekerja sama, berdoa bersama-sama, berdoa dengan tulus kepada beliau, sehingga akhirnya nanti apapun masalah yang pernah terjadi atau sedang terjadi dalam yatra kita ini, atas karunia beliau bisa terpecahkan.
Just have faith and be fearless.
Tetaplah yakin, milikilah keyakinan itu, dan janganlah takut.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
you very much, His Grace Jiwan Mukta Prabhu, for your homage offerings. Very inspiring. Prabhu dan Mataji, so we would like to have some kind of refreshment here. Kita akan jeda sejenak dari doa-doa pujian. We would like to have a drama performance performed by our Bhaktivedanta Dharma School entitled The Parents of Shashipat Guru Maharaj.
Hi, I'm reading this book. This book is really wonderful. I wonder who Dr. J.D.C. the writer is.
You don't know him? Oh my gosh, well actually he's the founder of this school.
You're kidding me, right?
Is we have his picture in our principal office.
Ah, I remember that. No wonder I feel so familiar with his photograph. So actually, who is he? I mean, okay, I know he's the founder of our school, but what kind of person is he?
He is indeed something, right? Well actually he's a scientist, an artist, and a scion who inspired many people around the world.
Really? Wow, this is kind of interesting. Can you tell me more about him?
Sure, it's an amazing story. It all started on Odala Sesti, 1937, in the Vaisnava kingdom of Manipur. A great personality appeared in this world. To the joyous chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, his parents named him Damodar.
Hare Krishna, Prabhupada Mataji. This is our son, Damodar. Hari Bol, Hari.
Of Sri Sri Nomanitai, Jagannath Baladev Subedra, and Radha Krishna of his local village temple. When Damodar was 8 years old, his father died of typhoid and due of circumstances. He was left to live alone with his 12 years old sister. They were very poor and lived in harsh conditions. Even in this difficult situation, Damodar took his education seriously and would study at night by bringing rice paddy for life.
Sister, one day we will have money and I will cover you with gold. No, Damodar. One day you will get married and then cover your wife with gold. And forget about it. I will never get married.
Damodar remained a Naistika Brahmachari throughout his life. At 12 years old, Damodar's sister got married and left. He was then unable to continue his studies because all of his time went to surviving by tending cows, growing vegetables and rice. After living alone for some time, his uncle took him under his care so he could again continue his education. became seriously ill with typhoid. The village physician declared that he could soon die, but knowing that only Krishna decided these matters, his uncle began to chanting the Dasa Avatara Stotara daily with Damodar. After chanting and fasting on only weighing water for 40 days and 14 nights, young Damodar miraculously recovered. Damodar was always very attracted to hearing and chanting the pastime and glories of the Lord. He once spent the entire night absorbed in watching a performance of the divine Rasalila dance of Lord Krishna and his gopis, and consequently missed his mathematics final examination the next day. That allowed him to further his education in Kolkata and ultimately in the United States. In 1966, when he traveled to the United States, he brought along with him his personal deities of Sri Sri Radha Krishna. California, Irfan, Damodar received a telegram from India announcing the passing away of his mother. He planned to immediately return to India for the sadhana ceremony, but his uncle advised him against it.
Uncle, I'll borrow money from our airline tickets and I'll go home immediately.
Damodar, do not return. I shall take care of the Shraddha ceremony. Remember, the body is temporary, but the soul is eternal. Continue your studies.
But uncle,
No, Damodar.
Hearing the sad news, Damodar friends Dr. Raul came to see him. He came to see him and took him to Laguna Beach, where they saw some devotees chanting Harinam Sankirtan. They followed this Sankirtan quite slowly. And one of the devotees noticed them and asked them to
Hare
visit the
Krishna,
temple.
come and visit our temple. We will happily welcome you. Haribu.
Dr. Raul went to the Los Angeles temple and shared with Damodar the wonderful experience he had.
Damodar, let's go to the Los Angeles temple. Selamat the founder of Hare Krishna movement. Krishna, come on. Sorry, but I'm very busy in my studies. I don't have the time.
Over the next couple of months, Dr. Raul requested Damodar several times to came along with him to meet Srila Prabhupada. But he always refused. He did not have a good opinion of this Indian Swamiji in the USA, having heard of some of their activities. Finally, Dr. Raul used Damodar an ultimatum.
Damodar, if you not come with me to Los Angeles temple to Miss Luruman, our friendship will be over. Okay. If you're serious about this, I'll come with you. Bro. Yeah, tomorrow.
At the temple, Srila Prabhupada started giving a class and Damodar's mind was immediately captivated by Srila Prabhupada. Their eyes met and Damodar told him that he is his spiritual master.
This is my friend, Damodar. He's from Manipur, India.
People of Manipur, they are descendant of King Babrubahana, son of Arjuna. They have been Vaishnava of the time in the Pandava. Damodar, I'm not come here become back, I come here for give something very valuable. Vaishnava culture. Why not coming with me?
Damodar was deeply moved by Srila Prabhupada's instruction to him, and he immediately decided to dedicate his life in the service of Srila Prabhupada and his mission. Damodar started visiting Srila Prabhupada almost every day. Srila Prabhupada wanted to initiate Damodar after their first meeting. However, due to certain circumstances, it was not possible, and thus Srila Prabhupada gave his own set of Japanese to Damodar.
This is the real initiation. We can do Jaja after I back from India.
Srila Prabhupada gave Damodar his spiritual name, Swarup Damodar Das Brahmachari, the name of Lord Chaitanya, most confidential servant.
Start from now, your name is Swarup Damodar.
Swarup Damodar wanted to try his studies and join the temple full time. However, Srila Prabhupada encouraged him to complete his PhD, so he took his statement seriously in his preaching to scientists. Srila Prabhupada saw in Swarup Damodar a person who could fulfill this instruction, and he possessed the divine qualities of a Vaishnava, a gentlemanly nature, and a scientific background. For the next 8 years, Swarup Damodar received numerous instructions from Srila Prabhupada on how to introduce Bhagavad culture to the intelligentsia and leaders of the world. Once while Swarup Damodar was doing his PhD, he attended a lecture on the origin of life by the world-renowned prediction, Professor Stanley Millen. During the time, a lot of questions Swarup Damodar challenged Professor Millen on the basis of Srila Prabhupada. Life comes from life parity.
Suppose if I were to give you a ready-made biomolecules, DNA, proteins, lipids, sugar, and other, would you able to produce life within the test tube by combining these molecules?
Well, that point, I don't know. Swarup Damodar had a very loving and intimate relationship with Srila Prabhupada. And like Arjuna as his dearest friend, Sri Krishna made a question for the benefit of humanity, Swarup Damodar inquired from Srila Prabhupada about the science of Krishna consciousness in many lively conversation for the interest of all. Their talks during the morning walk on the bridge of Los Angeles are famous to this day and changed the course of ISKCON.
Srila Prabhupada, the scientists say that life comes from matter.
No. Life cannot come from matter. Matter come from life, and life come from life. God is source of life, and our course of life is to make relationship with God. This is our mission. God is person.
This is what I have read before in the book.
Yes,
I'm so interested on this sentence that life is come after life.
yes, once you finish the book, you will understand it more.
Yes, I cannot wait to finish the book soon. Go on with the story. I feel excited in the same way.
Sure, let's take a seat. In 1973, Swarup Damodar wrote in Vyasa Puja offering over the of Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada liked it so much that he ordered it to be made into a book and 250,000 copies to be printed and distributed immediately. Srila Prabhupada would often show the book to his guests. After Swarup Damodar received his PhD in physical organic chemistry in 1974, he went to Vrindavan to be with Srila Prabhupada.
So, I think I want to start an institute, especially for scientific and intellectual people. And I want you to be director of the institute.
But Srila Prabhupada, I don't have experience in these things.
No problem. I will direct you.
May I suggest the name of institute is Bhakti Vedanta Institute?
Yes, whatever you want.
After Srila Prabhupada disappeared from this world, Swarup Damodar accepted the Sanya Ashram and inserted the name Bhakti Swarup Damodar Swami or Sripad Maharaj. Following the instruction of Srila Prabhupada, Sripad Maharaj, also known as Dr. TDC, organized hundreds of seminars and scientific symposiums and met with and interviewed many Nobel laureates, statesmen, and leading thinkers of the world. He put on 5 major international conferences in Vrindavan 1977, Bombay 1986, San Francisco 1990, Kolkata 1997, and Rome 2004. This conference introduced the Bhagavad culture and philosophy to leaders of the scientific and spiritual communities. To fulfill the order of his divine master to write books, Sripad Maharaj published dozens of books on science and spirituality. He also edited and published Swamichanam, the Journal of the Bhaktivedanta Institute, and Tattva Chinas, a magazine on science and spirituality. Under Sripad Maharaj's directive, he founded Ranganiketan Manipur Culture Arts Troupe, which was the largest and most sought after culture art troupe from India. Through Ranganiketan, Sripad Maharaj shared the spirit and most beautiful pastime of Sri Sri Radha Krishna with more than 1 million people around the world.
Kena kedene. Kena kedene. Dene na dene na dene ja.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
beautiful as the Rasa Lila dance.
I do feel the same. Seeing Krishna and the gopis do Rasa Lila dance, it was so amazing.
Then continue with the story of Srimad Maharaj then.
Sure. Srimad Maharaj also started a network of primary and secondary school in northeast India to provide thousands of students with an education centered around the spiritual value of the Bhagavad tradition. He also encouraged his disciples in other countries of the world to do the same, including in Indonesia, where our school, the Bhaktivedanta Dharma School, is serving as a wonderful place for children to learn. In this regard, he began building the University of Bhagavad Culture in Impal, Manipur with the jewel-like temple of Sri Sri Radha Krishna Chanda Mani Mandira as its centerpiece. Srila Sripad also inaugurated and inspired temples all over India and the world. Sripat Maharaj took to heart Srila Prabhupada's desire to bring unity among all Gaudiya Vaishnava, as well as to aid in the renovation of the 8 ancient Gaudi temples and holy cities. Sripat Maharaj worked hard to achieve this goal of peace and unity, always maintaining good relation, showing heartfelt respect to senior devotees in the Gaudiya tradition and other Vaishnava Sampradaya. Sripat Maharaj felt that dialogue among the world's religion leaders was important to create a platform of understanding that brought the commonalities of the various religion and tradition. In this regard, Sripat Maharaj was founding and global founding member of the Universitas Religion Institute, the largest worldwide organization dedicated to spreading peace and understanding among the world religions. From the early childhood, Sripat Maharaj experienced the devotional art, music, and dance of Manipur, and a accomplished singer, instrumentalist, and poet. He composed several Vaishnava prayers and songs in the Manipur language. He sang beautifully, and those who were fortunate to hear his divine kirtan hanker after it for the transcendental pleasure, truly cannot be replaced by any material experience. Sripat Maharaj returned to Golokadam in 2006 on the holy day known as Vijayadasami, during the period of the day when Lord Sri Krishna holds the gopis for his divine Rasalila. He left this world from Kolkata, where Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakura and Srila Bhakti Vinodan Thakura also left from, and where his divine master Srila Prabhupada had
that is the story of Dr. Tiri Singh, known later as Shripat Maharaj. Shripat Maharaj was truly a great personality.
Yes, he showed how to be respectful and friendly to all, and how a disciple should dedicate his life to the instruction of the spiritual master and thus attain perfection.
It is. Thank you for sharing your story. Now I feel so inspired to study hard, to be a good student, and learn about loving all of the living entities as my feeling to love Krishna.
All glory to Srimad Maharaj!
All glory to Srimad Maharaj!
And this is the winners of the Balinese Musical Orchestra Rindik. Number 3, Kanu. Where is Kanu? Number 2, Vrindavan. And best of the best, Rindik player is Bintang. Coloring competition for preschool category up to primary school category. Number 3, Hari Priya. Second, Bhakti Devi Dasi. And the winner is Tamala Krishna Das. And there is also number 4 from the coloring competition. We have 6 winners here. And number 4 is Kishori, followed by number 5 Rasananda, followed by number 6 Nadia Vihari. And what is category 3 for? I don't understand. Gak ada kategorinya, Pak. Oh, pemenangnya banyak sekali ternyata. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pemenang. 12. Berikutnya yang nomor 7 Subadra. Nomor 8 Nikoman Sukumara Syama Sundara. Nomor 9 Kadek Surabidas. Nomor 10 Param Satya Tulasi. Nomor 11 Niputu Mohini Rupa Dewi Dasi. Nomor 3 Gaurab Priyadas. Thank you very much, Matur Suksmo. And all the names mentioned, kindly please take your rewards up there outside to Ananda Wijaya Prabhu. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Gurudev